Hi, today on McDonald's Sessions, I'm going to talk to Alex. I'm going to talk about his running journey and how he gets so dang fast. Hi, Clint here, and today on McDonald's Sessions, I'm going to be talking with Alex. Alex is a super fast runner. I met him at like a ton of races. He's always there. We've never run together because I don't want to have to slow him down, but he's a really good runner. So let's start at the beginning. So when you were in high school, what kind of athletics did you do?
Well, I first started running my freshman year of high school. I was actually playing. I was on the baseball team at Seabreeze High School, and then I don't know. I think I didn't make the team back then. So then my dad he had pushed me to get in the track, and that's how I first got into running ever, being a freshman in high school.
Were you interested at all in track, or is it just because?
No. I had no idea about running or track or anything. I wasn't even interested in getting into it. But then my dad, he had pushed me, and he had got me and my other siblings into sports when we was really young, and so my dad wanted us to be very active in school and to stay busy, and all of that. So he wanted me to get into new sports since baseball didn't pan out.
So track meets can be pretty long. How was your experience at your first track meet? Did you do well in it, or did you not do well in it? Like, what happened in the first time you went out for track?
I was just trying to I was just there just to do the sport. I had no knowledge of like the 100, 200 meter races, 400 meter races, or anything. And I wasn't very fast, believe it, back then. I was just starting off, and my first track meet, it was good for my first time running. It wasn't anything to brag about, like being fast, like getting first, second, or third place in the 100 or 200 meter race. But I was just glad to do it, and I didn't know that I would get any better because I was just so young and so inexperienced in running at the time. So when you started out, you weren't that fast. How did you progress during your high school career? That is the big old secret that everyone wants to know. No. To be honest, it took a couple of years, and I stuck with it because the more and more track meets and practice I was going to, and I started finding myself enjoying it a lot more, running. And just learning things about running as far as like techniques and like learning what events I'm good at and what I'm not good at. So then I really didn't start getting better and start seeing big improvements until my junior year of high school at Flagler Palm Coast High School, my second high school I transferred to, and that's when I started seeing improvements in my 100, 200 meter races, 400 meter races, and a couple of relays I did, 4x1 and 4x4. So I started placing at track meets like in the top 8 in the 100, 200 meters and the 400 meter races, and then I was on a couple relays. So that's when I started to understand more about track, and I started to really enjoy it a lot more, and I started to fall in love with it too, being a sprinter. So that's when things started coming together. My junior year of high school, and then into my senior year of high school, that was probably that was a really great year. We had won the state title that year by 1 point, and because 200 meters, like I made finals, and it's a big race, as you know. With your kids, state meet, everyone's there, all the fast ones are there, and it's pretty exciting and nerve-wracking. And I was seeded 6th to finish in 200 meters, and I finished 3rd. I ran my PR in high school, 21:76 in 200 meters. So that was one of my best moments that I remember like forever about track. And then we got 3rd, and then which allowed the relay to be able to place, I think like top, like first or second, enough to get 1 point to win the whole state title. I still got the ring.
Yeah.
I should have bought it, but yeah, but that was so fun that year. I started to really understand running, and that's when I started to put everything came together my senior year of high school. It was a blast. Flat Palm Coast, and my coach Dave Holiday, he's still there. Like, he's won state titles there, and I'll just send you pictures later of it. But yeah, he's a really great coach, and he taught me a lot.
Yeah.
And he's always, not just me, but everyone that was there. He's a great coach and a great motivator, and who'll do anything for you. It's a great school now. It's a great school, and they are still doing well. They got all these runners that are there, so yeah, it's a pretty fun time.
Cool.
Back then, yeah.
So after high school, what'd you do then?
Then I went to. I took a year to help my mom. Work. I was McDonald's was my first job, actually. To tell you about. So yeah, so I was a crew member. See, McDonald's right here. And it's my first job being a crew member. So then I helped my mom for a year. And then I went to, me and my brother went to Dodge City Community College for 2 years, and I played football and then ran track out there. But I realized that obviously track was a better sport for me. Football wasn't very good. My brother was, but not me. I was not very good. I was never thought I was always on the bench.
Yeah.
I was just in the hand one, but I was just by the water judge. I never got to see any playing time.
Oh yeah.
I was a cornerback. I was never any good. No. Track was my thing.
So how'd you do out there in track?
I did really good. My first year, I made outdoor nationals, and running in a JUCO community college. There's a lot of fast sprinters, and I did really good. I made outdoor nationals. I didn't place top 8, but I was just there. I made it there, and that was a big deal because I was learning that year too. Just getting the experience. Being a nationals is way different. It's similar to track or any big race, like a lot of fast runners, and just the experience. There's a lot. Like I think the winning time in the 100 meters was like a 10:1, 10:2.
Wow.
In JUCO, junior college, yeah. And my best totality there was a 10:5. So yeah.
That's fast too.
And then I won a couple of races running for Dodge City. So that was good my first year. And then actually I had a cramp that I just got over right before the outdoor nationals that first year. So that was new for me because I never been injured. Mm-hmm. So it took a little time to kind of get over that mentally, and having to trust your legs again, trust yourself to kind of run that fast. So, and then my second year at Dodge City, because all we had was outdoor track. We didn't have indoor track. So then I made nationals again. I made it in the 100 and 200 meters. This time I made it in the 100 meters, and then I made it in the 200 meters again. And then I didn't place top 8 or anything because there's a lot of fast runners. So I was just happy to be there. I was hoping to do better than I did, but I'm glad I made it there. And my parents got to watch and all that. So
where was it at?
It was at Hutchinson Community College. Yeah, Hutchinson. You have a nice facility out there.
Yeah. Well, Dodge City's way out there.
Yeah. It is. I have to take a 5-6 hour trip from here. It's a drive.
Yeah.
For holidays and the school breaks and stuff.
Yeah. So what did you do after Dodge City?
Then I went to Tabor College. It's in Hillsborough, Canada, a small little town in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
Small Christian school. I went there for 3 years, and then I was really good. The first year, I will say I had an incident that I'm still not too proud of because I put a lot of pressure on myself. Because I was really good and really competitive in track, and and then I had got kicked off the team for a year, and then I had to do some things to come back on the team the second year, and the coach allowed me to do that, coach and a couple of people. So I ran indoor the first year in 2014, and then I ran like a couple races of outdoor, and then the incident happened at the track meet, and then I had to take the rest of the year off, and then I had to do things to get back on the team. That I'm still not too proud of for that, but then the second year, 2015, I got back on the team, and then I made sure to have fun, you know, to not put so much pressure on myself as far as winning races and running my best time every single race, because as you know, as a runner, it's not going to happen like all the time. There's a lot of
It's hard to like really accept sometimes that your best isn't going to happen all the time.
Yeah, I know, and even today, I'm still learning, because I have a love and I love running, competing, and it's hard to accept that, as like not running a certain time, at a race, because track, that's all it is. Like not everyone got a medal like doing these type of races. You had to qualify, as with kids, you have to run a certain time to qualify for finals or conference or state meets. If you don't, then you just don't.
Yeah.
So you
went there for nothing, like to the for nothing.
You ran the race really for nothing. Yeah, you ran the time, and then that was it. You didn't qualify. You have to sit and watch everyone else compete, and which turned into a long day. It's a long day. It's fun, but it's a long day just sitting out there, all day from morning to night. So yeah, and then I the second year at Tabor, I made sure not to put any pressure. I said I was just gonna have fun and just enjoy my last year of running, which I did. I qualified for indoor nationals in the 200 meter dash, and I got like 21st, I think. I wasn't last, thankfully.
Yeah.
But again, there's a lot of fast runners. Like all the national meets, the big races, like all the fast runners come out. So So I wasn't up there in the top 10, but still I was there. I made it, and then I had fun with that, and then outdoor nationals. I qualified for the 200 meters and also the 4x1 meters. The 100 meters, I qualified for that too. So 200, 100, and the 4x1, I qualified for outdoor nationals. And the 200 meters, I just missed making top 8 to go to the finals. So that way, I could have had a chance to place. I just got 9th, but that was my last race. I ran 21.5. Wow. Yeah, and that was in Gulf Shores, Miami. So nice down there in the South. Yeah. And then in the 100 meters, I didn't do as good there. And the 4x1 relay, we didn't do as good as a team, but still, just to be there.
Yeah.
And then I got to see a friend of mine, Garrett. He got like, I think 3rd or 2nd overall in 800 meters total, which is really good. So he was a really great distance runner. So I definitely enjoyed my last year. I won a few races, and then I got the school record in the 200 meters. 200 meters, and then I'm on the 4x1, and I just missed the 100 meters. I'm still losing sleep over that one because I should have got the 100 meter record.
Yeah.
It's still sitting there. I'm still second. I don't know how I didn't get it. I'm still not happy about that. No, but it was a great year. I enjoyed everything, and I was glad, man, mainly to be back on the team, because I didn't do myself any favors by having a temper tantrum after race. I didn't do too good. You may not recognize me now, but yeah, I was more hard on myself now than I am today. So yeah, and then I was just glad to be on the team again. Then I made sure to enjoy myself, because not only did I let my teammates down, I had let my parents down, because they had put in a lot of work for me to go.
Yeah.
To transfer out there, and so I made sure to have a different approach about running and my season, just to be sure to enjoy everything, and whatever happens just happens. But that was a really amazing year, So really, I didn't. So I was my best time at 200 meters was 21.2. And 10.5 and 100 meters. So I was really, I'm still fast. I was really fast. Like the sprinting thing is just my my cup of tea, which
Yeah.
probably explains why I'm so good at the 5K. Yeah.
Okay, I'm here with Alex, and we have been talking a little bit about his school experience. So now we're going to talk about your running after school, which I know you're super fast. Concentrate mostly on 5Ks. So how'd you get into doing those kind of races? Is it just kind of a natural progression, or did you stop running for a while? How did that go?
Funny story is that actually once after college, I had stopped for a while actually, which I still don't know why I stopped. Totally, I just stopped cold turkey because I thought after my last college meet, okay, I thought that was it. Okay,
Yeah.
I am just gonna do other things.
Yeah.
So and then my parents, they was running, so then I never really had any interest in that. I saw them always run. You know, they don't run the races that we always run, like our races.
Yeah.
But then my parents, they run, and then my older brother Eddie runs too. And he's actually faster than me. So I'm second in my own family. Everyone watches me, but I'm not the fastest in my own family. No, but yes. So I stopped for a few years. I just wanted to do other things, and then I wanted to get away from running. You know, just being in the grind 24/7, just training 5 days a week, and then having a race every weekend, and training year round. I just wanted to stop and just kind of explore the things. And then last year, I really don't know like what had made me get back into it. You know, there was a Hill Hustle 5K. I did a couple of 5Ks in college, but it wasn't anything serious though.
Yeah.
And then I decided last year, the Hill Hustle, July 12th. I decided to get back in. I decided, okay, I'm gonna see about I'm gonna go to this race. I'm gonna see if I could run a mile, let alone 3 miles. See if I can still run.
Yeah.
See if I still have it or not. And then actually, I have friends that were telling me not to do it because they feared I was going to hurt myself. And I'm like, no, I got this. You know, I'm gonna take it easy. I'm just gonna see if I can finish. So then I did 31 minutes that day. I was in the back of the pack. I was just kind of cruising along with this lady, nice lady. You know, I just took it easy to be sure I could actually run a mile. So I did that. And then I found myself, I enjoyed it, so I was like, okay, I'm going to keep going. So then last year, I did some more races, and then what's funny is I go back to the pictures and I see all of you at the race last year. Some I was there at some of them, but obviously no one knew who I was.
Yeah.
So I find that always to be funny. Like no one knew who I was last year. I was at a lot for some of the races. So yeah, and then I kept going. You know, and then last year wasn't too bad, but I was still learning. I was just learning how to even run a 5K, and then I was battling a hip injury in myself. Then I got kind of injured in the latter part of the year, so then I was kind of working through that, and then I was still trying to go to the races. The goal was trying to get the experience in, you know, and then to see improvement. I wasn't really training as I was now.
Yeah.
I just wanted just to be sure I could get the experience in. And then having the hip thing, it was just so painful to even warm up. So I had to kind of choose, okay, do I want to just go to races or train? I just stuck to that for the year. And then last year, at the KC All-Star Blind Race, I actually ended up, that was my first 20-minute 5K, and I wasn't doing any training. That was actually the day where I met Chris Catherine. I met her after the race, and there's a picture on Facebook of us two holding a plaque. And then I met Amanda too there.
Yeah.
So yeah, so last year wasn't too bad. I was just learning. You know, I was just trying to get the experience in. You know, I really didn't know anyone. You know, as now, like I feel like I'm a celebrity now. Everyone knows who I am, so I can never even go to a race without saying hi to somebody. As you know, it's quite one of the running community here.
Yeah.
So that's how I got back into running. Actually, was last year, July 12th. Decided to do that 5K, and then ever since then, you know, I've gotten my love back for running. you know, kind of because running, you know, just competing and even being competitive, just competing at races and training, I've gotten my love back that I had prior to that, and even doing these races now, it's different now than it was in track, but still, like I find enjoyment that, yeah, I just it's hard to put into words, yeah, just being a sprinter in high school and college and still today, yeah, it's from last year to this year, yeah, I made quite a jump, and just in the 5Ks alone,
Yeah.
31 minutes to 19. That's, I mean, because only 19 minutes in the 5K, it wasn't even on my goal list. It was not my goal list this year.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I've made quite an improvement, and obviously being a natural runner probably helps, but still, yeah, that's how I got back into it last year, July 12th, and this year, like at the Battle of Bean. What's funny enough, this year at the Battle of Bean, I almost ran 19 minutes there. I was at 2019, and I was so, and I wasn't, and I didn't think anything of that. That was the first race this year. Yeah, on that cold day. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that day. Yeah, yeah. I've done so many races this year. It's hard to keep track, but yeah.
Do you have like a race that you're most proud of that you either won, got placed in, that you think is like, this is the best one so far?
Ooh, this year?
It doesn't matter.
Ooh.
Of your 5K career.
5K career. Ooh, that's a really good question. That's a loaded question because there's a lot of races that I'm proud of, but I probably would have to say of the risky 5K one, the early this year in April, because that was, I can't explain yeah. All of our friends were there,
Yeah.
and with that course and the turnaround loop on the second mile coming back to the finish, getting to see all our friends there, and I'm sure you was there. Yeah,
I don't think I was at that one, but
I don't think so either. Well, there's a picture of me and Sydney and Lay on Facebook.
Yeah.
All our friends were there, and getting to see everyone on the turnaround, seeing me like in first place, literally, because I wasn't even expecting. I've never led like that in a
Yeah.
business race, just leading just from start to finish, which is very tough to do.
yeah.
Yeah, and that was probably the best race, one of many best races that I've had in my 5K career. I can go through a whole list of them, but yeah, just because all our friends was there and the turnaround, and you know, just swing that race on their home turf right there.
Yeah.
That was really the best feeling I've had of this year, and yeah, that was after I didn't run good at the Jane Hope race. I ran terrible the day before, and I was all in my head too. So I was like, man, like what happens? The whiskey race is just gonna happen. I was not really in the mood to race the next day, so then I just got my butt there, and then that happened. So yeah, and then what's funny about doing double races is that you know, sometimes, you know, actually, I run better the second race than I do the first race, which is kind of funny looking at my stats that I keep track of in my spreadsheet. So yeah, that was that was really fun to win that race in front of all our friends.
Yeah.
At the whiskey race. Yeah, just where everyone was there and just getting to see everyone on the turnaround. Which one of the things that I love about the races. Some races that are better than others, like the courses that you get to see all your friends on the turnaround, and because most of the times, like I don't see you or anyone else until before the race or after the race, because I'm so far in the front, so I never get to experience, you know, running with anyone. Like you get to run with Sydney or Chris get to run with Amanda, so I never get to experience that with anyone that we know. So
You know how you can do that? Run further.
Yes, that is true. That's why everyone tell me. Yeah, run a little further. Yes, you do my first official half. Yes,
Full.
Done the full half.
The full marathon.
Full marathon. Hey, I'm looking up
50K.
to it. 50K. Well, yeah. Well, maybe I can run with you.
Yeah.
I can.
You probably have to slow down.
Run walk with you. I don't mind actually because I walk for my job, so I don't mind run walking.
Okay.
I want to do that anyway.
You should.
And I know you had the races recently, and if I wasn't racing, I would have. But yeah, something that I would like to do one day with you. Yeah,
It's hard because you would have to like kind of pull back from your sprinting. So
Oh no, I don't mind that at all. Like, yeah, because I know they say running slower is better. It's better for you in your training. So yeah, which is true. So yeah, no, I never get to, because I see pictures, you and Sydney, Amanda, and Chris, and you know, everyone gets to see everyone during the race, but I don't, because I'm always up there. So
Yeah.
I never have anyone to kind of run with.
Yeah.
So I gotta wait till everyone else gets done after the race, which is fun. But yeah, I definitely want to do that with you. I never have.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah. Run, walk. Yeah, that'd be fun.
You could ever had anything to eat during the race?
I have not actually.
See, you got a whole bunch of new things that you can experience.
Yeah, because this year's the first time for everything this year. You know, running 19-minute 5K, running a 41-minute 10K. Yeah, and then the 10Ks are pretty fun actually.
Yeah,
I've done a few last year and then this year. The Plaza, and then I went to the KC Tri, ran their 10K on the team, and then I did the Great Plains 10K. So 10Ks aren't pretty bad actually. I enjoy 10Ks. Yeah.
Well,
I'm slowly working my way up to longer. Slowly.
41 minutes. I mean, that's like my slow 5K sometimes.
Yeah. Sorry, Clint. I know. I feel bad. Sorry. I get done so quick, and I gotta wait, and everyone's still like you know, Dan. Me and Dan have this funny joke with each other that, you know, that by the time he gets to the first mile marker, I'm usually almost finished my race. So we have that joke all the time. If you ask him about it, he'll laugh. We always have that joke with each other. So yeah, but I've enjoyed running those 10Ks. Yeah, and you know, and in my training, you know, I've done longer runs like 6, 7, 8 miles, just because I know they got that Parkville, that veteran 5K race. It's coming up this weekend, so yeah. So I run out there quite a bit. So as long as I stay on the course, it should be good. That's my first goal. Rest of this year.
Don't get lost again.
Yeah, nope. No have the course mishaps. Nope. That's my first goal, because the Monster Dash. I don't mean to get sidetracked on the interview, but on the Monster Dash last week, that was a great race. I was going to be 4th overall.
Yeah.
19.3 or 4, and Adam was directly behind me. But then there was no one on the last turnaround for us to loop back to the finish. So then I kept going, and I was following the person in front of me. So assuming we're going back to the finish, so we ended up running the race, but then we went all the way around in the parking lot. So as the pictures, as you probably seen them, you can see the runners who came in from the wrong direction. It's so funny. Yeah, and you can see me and Adam together, and Troy just pointing that way.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was funny. That was still a great race, but still though, it's just I've had a couple of mishaps this year. I mean, but you know, I guess it's all part of the learning. Because then the week before the Miles and Monster race, that also be another great race too. It's going to be 3rd overall, probably in the 19.5 to low 20 range, somewhere around there. And then I got up to middle of the first mile. And then there was a spot where you had to turn left or right going up a hill, and then the cone blew down apparently from the wind, so I had to choose left or right, and of course I chose wrong, so I went left. And if it wasn't for Leah Smith, who was behind me, I would have kept going up that bridge, and who knows, I probably would have been 15 miles.
Still be running.
Yeah, I'll still be running. I wouldn't have turned around.
Yeah.
So no, then I got turned around, and so yeah, so yes. Then so long as we don't have any course mishaps, normally nine times out of 10 I run really good. So yeah, it's just all the times vary from race to race. So sometimes for me, it's hard to accept that like I don't run like my A or even my B race, like as far as time wise, like running a low 20 or 19 at 5K, because you look back one race like, I ran 19.5 here, but then next week I can run like a 20 and a 5K, and then and then I think like, what happened? Because I have the same routine as far as stretching. You know, normal races, you know, I always feel pretty good. I get there really early, so that way I stress and I get loosened and I go to the bathroom a couple of times, which I still so yeah. So it's just learning that, which I've gotten better at accepting that. Like this past Sunday at the Kansas half marathon 5K, I didn't run one of my best times, but it wasn't one of my worst times. It was 20:30. I didn't run. So yeah, so that was really good. You know, and this course was really good. It was my first time on it.
Yeah.
A couple of hills and but it was a really good course. Yeah, it's just just continuing to learn. You know, that not a race is going to be your best a race, like time wise, and sometimes you know you just gotta have fun. You know, with the people that are there with you. The tallest person I know. I hugged you earlier, and I have to look up just to hug you. I feel bad because I've got to remember that yeah, your back thing, and I don't want to mess up your back. But
Oh, I didn't hurt that like that.
yeah, but no, it's just because something I'm learning. You know, and of course running's fun. I don't want people to think, oh, like running's not fun. You know, being there is not fun, because it is. Trust me, I'm having a blast. You and everyone that we know, it's incredible. You know how fun we all have together. But then I also want to do well too.
Yeah.
Because you know I love competing and just running up against runners that are just as good, if not faster, than I am, which pushes you to be better and it's something different. You know, 5K. It's really challenging. I'm still learning how to even run those. I'm learning how not to go like a 5:30 mile. Learn how not to take off, because I so want to do that, but then I know I gotta save a little for the second and third mile, and not be just going backwards.
Yeah.
So I'm still learning. As good as I've gotten this year at the 5Ks, I'm still learning how to run them. I've gotten really good at them, so I'm excited to see what's ahead though in the 5Ks and the 10Ks, and seeing you running longer, all our friends run longer. I'm definitely curious on running a half. I definitely want to do one. Just to see how I can do, because I think I can do okay in them.
Yeah, I think you'd be
not great at them, but you know, I think I could do good at it. So I've been curious about it all the time. I think about it all the time, like running a half somewhere.
Yeah.
So I can see how they do, like a smaller half race somewhere where I can actually have a chance at placing. You know,
Yeah.
And not get like 15th out of like 220 runners. That'd be kind of discouraging when I first have. No,
That's what I do every week.
Yeah, yeah. I look at the result page and I see you down there like 11th out of like 14 people in the age group and the Sid, but yeah, just I'm definitely excited to see what's ahead though. I mean, starting up July 12th was probably one of the best decisions that I've made personally. You know, with running and just meeting so many people in the running community. Like it's incredible how many people like we know.
Yep.
And you know, like everyone's just so supportive and kind, and like even like throughout the week, you know, like I miss all you because I never get to see anyone because I'm working throughout the week. I'm so busy, so the only time I really get to see anyone is during the weekends, and then you know we keep each other on Facebook or text or whatnot. But yeah, it's yeah, I can't tell you how fun I've had, you know, and not even just for my own personal accomplishments, but just for meeting everyone. Just you know, just like everyone's just so funny and just like no matter the pace you're at or the events, and everyone's just so supportive. And I always try to pay that forward, because I know everyone, you know, looks up to me and you know. And sees me, you know, being fast in the 5Ks, and I'm very blessed for that. You know, it's something that I don't take for granted because you know, like last year I started off, you know, just being a back of a pack and just kind of get my way, just trying to find my way, just running the races, and you know, and this year everything's kind of came together this year, and so yeah, it's something that I don't take for granted because I always try to support others, you know, which is the main thing because you know everyone has their own battles with health and with running and injuries and stuff. So yeah, so I always try to pay that forward as much as I can, which is you know, which is one of the reasons why like I always try to stick around after races, and I try to see all you finish instead of just going home and doing my own thing. I always do that.
Yeah,
it's very easy to do, but yeah, that was one of the best things that I made, and I'm so excited for what's ahead. Like continuing to race as much as I can, you know, because I love racing and to keep. I got new races coming up that I've never did, so yeah, I'm excited for what's ahead. 5 and the 10Ks, and eventually, once I get brave enough, I will do my first half. I haven't gotten over getting those 15 miles in that hangover half. I got lost there too, so that was the first race of the year, way back in January.
A lot of people got lost there.
Yeah, and and my body was hurting. It was not fun the rest of the day. It was not fun. My body was hurting. I didn't want to do anything. I got lost. It was cold that day.
Yeah.
And and I did it though. That's the first that I ran. It's 15 miles. The first I've gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So last thing is, do you have? I mean, you don't run. Like I feel like I run. It takes me so long to run that I really have to like mentally talk myself into it. So do you have any like sayings or mantras or anything that you tell yourself to keep going?
Yeah. When it comes to the end of like a 5 or a 10K race, always have it in mind that that I can push through and I can finish and don't give up. I always have that in the back of my mind. Because as you know, as a runner, you feel your legs getting tired, the acid starts kicking in, and then then you have days where like I'm not really in the mood to be out here running or racing.
Yeah.
So then I just always have that in the back of my mind, just don't quit and finish up no matter what.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to hear all your story, your background, and all your future plans to dominate all these races. So.
Well, that's the plan. Yes, I'm just getting started too.
Yeah.
Yes, I've overachieved quite a bit. I've got 4 victories. Sorry, I'm counting 1, 4, 5. I think I got like 6 victories this year with the 5Ks, and then there's a couple of track races that I did in Topeka.
Yeah.
So I got 6 victories this year, and my stats are 9 out of 10. I'm always placing in my age group. So I have crazy stats, as you've probably seen on Facebook. My stats are just mind blowing. So so I'm just getting started this year. So I'm excited for what's ahead this year. Finish out this year, and then we get started again next year with a lot of the same races, and then I have some new ones too that I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
And I just keep racing as much as I can because it's a lot of fun. So so I'm just getting started.
Well,
this is only the beginning.
Yeah. Anyone that runs up there at the front, you better watch out because Alex is coming for you. So, well, we're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go fill my drink. It's almost empty. Alex has
Sprite?
He has his Sprite. He said Sprite's one of his favorite things. So,
and I also used to work for McDonald's as my first job was being a crew member.
yeah.
I work in the kitchen. And then I eventually learned how to take orders, which was very nerve-wracking because talking in headsets wasn't my thing at the time. So I used to work for McDonald's. My first job with my mom and my brother.
Awesome. Okay, well, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you, Alex, for sharing your thoughts.
Thank you for the interview, Clint.
Yeah.
It was nice to do this and to be here. We have to do this again. Maybe after my next victory, we should have like a weekly recap. We always have weekly videos, so I think it's only fair that I think to do something different. I think I should have a weekly a recap of my races with you. I think that's good, isn't it?
You could do your own video. You could get your own GoPro and make your own videos. That'd be harder to maybe slow you down a little bit. But I got a lot of people to talk to. I have like a list of a lot of people.
Oh yeah, you have a list?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I'm number 4.
No, I didn't say that. You're just the 4th person I asked. I've got a long list. I'm trying to pick people like different people that I know like differently and different speeds, different distances, just all
That's
kinds
cool.
of stuff.
No. Thank you for taking the time to do this because I know you're very busy. So we never get to hang out outside of racing. So I appreciate you taking the time to do this, and we should do this again.
Okay. Well, again, thank you for being here, and thank you all for watching, and I will talk to you next time.